Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining us today. We are the SBDC Contracting Center. We are here with our first guest, which is Ms. DeAnna Andrews, and this is going to be a part of our Chatting Contract series. The Chatting Contract series was brought to inform our clients, small businesses, medium-sized businesses, of the different opportunities and different agencies that are actively looking for diverse businesses. They have opportunities coming out that you may be able to hopefully bid on, get a contract, and make yourself successful. So I'm very thankful that Sundt Construction, Ms. DeAnna, is here with us today to share some insight on that. So DeAnna Andrews is a California Small Business Liaison Officer with Sundt Construction. Thank you, DeAnna.
Thank you for having me. I'm excited.
Awesome. So first question is going to be, how does a business do business with you?
Well, there's two ways because there's two different types of businesses. One would be a subcontractor that has a contractor's license that actually does or installs permanent work or does actual physical work on site. And that is a person that needs, or a company that needs to get pre-qualified with us. So there's certain requirements on the pre-qualification that they need to fill out and submit. And that's done online from our website, www.sundt.com, and then /partnerships. So click on the partnerships. At the same time, the vendors, suppliers, rental companies, services companies that don't have contractors license, we still want them in our database as well because we use them on a regular basis. They have less items that they have to submit to us. So we put them through what's called the vendor registration. So those are two different doors you can get into our database so that you can get recognized by our estimators and by our field personnel. But most important over everything is please follow up. When you're told go in and get pre-qualified, go in and get registered, please do it. Many times people forget and they just don't go in and do it, and I can't find them when I'm remembering them from conversations. So follow up, subcontractor pre-qualify, vendors and non-licensed contractors, vendor registration.
Perfect. So follow up is key. So if you're watching this, follow up is key. Next question. So what are you looking for in a contractor?
Well, that comes again to the follow up, right? So we get everybody that comes into our database, we check to see what it is that they qualify for. So a dollar value based off of an estimated package. And based off of that dollar value, if they qualify to bid on that package, we invite them to bid. What's happening is they're not responding. So our biggest thing is what we're looking for even suppliers and rental companies that our superintendents are calling to come out onto the job site because they need them right away. Respond, call back, or if you get a bid invitation in the email, respond back. If you're not interested in bidding, still respond and let us know. The companies that respond either through a phone call or through a response in an email, but at least respond to the invitation, those are the companies our estimators remember and keep reaching out to. Those that don't, our estimators just think, well, they're not interested in working with us. And so it makes it a lot more difficult to support those companies if they're not responding and calling and talking. And the follow-up is call the estimator. We have the names and the phone numbers of those estimators. Call them, talk to them, get in front of them. The more they know you, the more they're going to think of you first when there's an opportunity that comes up. So with regards to what are we looking for? We're looking for responsive, follow-up, and companies that really do want to work with us.
Awesome. So remember, follow-up and being responsive is huge. Now, DeAnna, do you guys have any outreach events or any projects coming up in the next 6 months that we can highlight through these series?
Yes, absolutely. Believe it or not, Sundt has at least 10 projects coming up in 2022. And we're just getting started. We're still going after work. So we're going to have a lot more. But in the next 6 months, we have 5 projects that are going to be going out to bid at different times. And to cover those projects, we have about 10 outreach events, virtual outreach events that we're going to be doing. So we have that flyer that Karla can share with everybody that's going to show the dates and how to link up and how to see those outreach events and which projects. So here are the projects. So we have several with San Diego Unified School District this year so far, but in the next 6 months, we have a project, Canyon Hills High School. This project's under $3 million. It is ideal for the small business community. And in fact, we want only small businesses and minority businesses and veteran businesses to participate. So we're looking for your help. We also have Marston Middle School, and that one's coming up, and that will be first tier and second tier opportunities. We have San Diego International Airport. It's the administration building. We've already started bidding on that, but we have the finished packages coming up, and those are ideal for small businesses. We have Cypress College in LA area, actually Orange County, and that's phase 1 and phase 2. Phase 1's under $3 million. Again, ideal for those small businesses and minority businesses and veteran businesses, and we want you to get that work. We also have the San Bernardino Valley College project, and that would be first and second tier opportunities for that, and that's coming up before the summer. And then we have a detention center in San Diego and another LA County project in Downey area. And these projects are coming up after the summertime. So it'd be in the second 6-month block. But we have a lot of work and we're still going after work. So please keep in touch with us and get into our database.
That is awesome. A lot of good opportunities that are out there for our small business owners. I'm excited for them. If anybody watching has questions, please feel free to reach out to our offices and we're more than happy to assist you with that process. DeAnna, next question is, what common mistakes do you see among some of our subcontractors or even contractors that are bidding directly with you guys?
Actually, some of the common ones with the subcontractors is they don't finish their pre-qualification. So they don't upload the documents we ask them to upload. They don't finish the questions that are in there. Actually, some of the vendors do the same thing. When we ask you for your certifications, make sure you identify all of them and you upload them. Subcontractors with pre-qualification, you have to upload your financials. If you don't feel comfortable uploading your financials, our pre-qual team will work with you like virtually, and all they have to do is look at a couple of numbers. Don't not finish your pre-qual because of those issues. Reach out to us. We want to get you pre-qualified and get you in there and give you the opportunities. So it's completing the pre-qual, uploading the documents we ask you to upload, identifying your certifications. And then again, I go back to the other question, not responding to the bid invitations. That's super important. Contact directly with the estimators. That's important. A lot of times they don't. They just assume, oh, I'm not going to bid that. They'll know I'm not bidding that. But then our estimators are calling and trying to reach out to people. And what's happening is we're not getting a lot of contractors bidding on a specific scope. You could have had that job. You could have had that award because if you had just contacted them, you might think, oh, there's too many people bidding. There's not. There's tons of work out there, people. And you need to get with every single invitation that you have. Missing scope on bids. Don't miss your scope. If you have questions, reach out to your estimators, talk to them, ask them what you're missing. If you're missing something, they will work with you. We don't want you to fail in submitting your bid proposals. The proper manpower and scheduling, that is super important. That's once you get awarded, we want to make sure that you have the proper manpower because we want to keep our schedules moving. And you know, those clients are wanting faster and faster schedules, cheaper and cheaper time. So just make sure that you finish everything that you're asked to finish.
Awesome. And you mentioned certifications. So what, if any, does Sundt have diversity goals, supplier diversity goals, or needs for certain certifications?
Yes, we actually do. We have internally, corporately, whether the owners asked or the clients asked for this from us or not, as far as goals go, we have our own goal, and that is 30% of what we call XBE on all of our projects. XBE is like back in high school when we did X replaced everything. Well, that's what it does, right? At BE, put anything in front of that. You've got small, you've got minority, you've got women, so forth. So XBE overall, 30% on our projects, regardless of client requirements. If we have specific client requirements, like the San Diego Unified has a requirement of DVBE 3% and a goal of 50% EBE, which falls under small, minority, women, and DVBE. Well, we put that out there as that's our minimum. We want to exceed that. So on every one of our projects, no matter what the owner asks us for, we look to meet and exceed those numbers. So yes, very important. When you're talking about the type of certifications we need, any certification that you can get, whether it's a self-certification from SAM or the SBA, we want to see it. If it's a certification with your city or your county, we want to see it because every owner has different requirements for certifications. So when you put those into your registration or your pre-qualification, That's how we filter our lists for invitations to bid also, is by those certifications. So just make sure you go after as many as you qualify for.
Awesome. And as a reminder, at the SBDC, we can assist you with any of those at no cost to you. DeAnna, I appreciate your time. To close this out, do you have any tips you can offer to our small, medium businesses that are watching this, that are wanting to do business with Sundt Construction?
Yes, and I've kind of said that as I've gone along, because I want to re-emphasize follow up. Definitely follow up on the bid invitations, follow up on a phone call, follow up on an invitation to an outreach event. Just keep communicating. It takes a while to get in the door, but man, once you get in the door, you're there. That's real important. Thoroughly complete your pre-qual and your registration documents. Again, uploading the items that we ask for, providing the items that we ask for. And if something is non-applicable, write in non-applicable, else we think you missed it, right? So just make sure everything is filled out. I love filling out forms, right? I fill out every single little box. That's all we ask, just fill out every box. Now, with regards to other things I suggest, your business cards, hopefully we get over this COVID thing soon and we start doing in-person events again. Once we do, make sure your business cards show the certifications you have. Make sure it has like a one-line item or whatever of what you self-perform. Super important of what we need to know. When I was at those events, I'd always look at those cards, and if I could see everything I needed on that card, then I had you ready to go into our system. If I didn't know and I went back to my house several days later and I sat down and I looked at them and I'm like, what is it they did? I can't remember what they did and it wasn't on their card. Put the information on your card. Research your buyers. Make sure that who you're selling to actually purchases what you're selling, right? You don't want to waste your time trying to sell something to somebody that's not going to use your services. Go after those guys that are going to use your services. And then follow directions. Simple. Follow directions, respond, do what we're asking you to do with the pre-qual and the registration, and you're in our database and you'll get opportunities. I promise that.
Awesome. Thank you so much, DeAnna, for all that great information. Don't forget, if you're watching this, follow up is key. Be responsive. Fix that business card so that DeAnna can look at it. She has all the info you need on there. So I thank you all for watching this. This was our chatting contract series. There will be many more, so please keep an eye out for them. Wishing everybody a great day. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.